Okay, so Virtual Boardrooms was created to help professionals vet documents, ideas, proposals, PRDs, RFPs, go-to-market plans before presenting them to their audience, whether that's internal executives or customers. Doesn't matter what your job is, and this can be even used for personal advice as well. Each advisor's persona was created based on articles, interviews, TED Talks, wikis, blogs, books, you name it, to ensure the persona is an accurate depiction of the advisor. Okay, so let's get started. First thing you need to do is create a board. So we go here, and you have a couple options. You have AI options, and it can be, you put in there whatever you want. For example, let's say BC Roadmap Assessment. So let's just plug that in there. Get AI recommendations. So the AI is going to look at the personas of each one of these advisors and go ahead and pre-select who they think would be best for this. So here they go. Mark Cuban, Alfred Lin, Warren Buffett, Reid Hoffman, Ashton Kutcher. Okay. You know what? I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to go back to create a board, and we're going to do a manual selection. So I want Elon Musk, Mark Cuban. Let's see, who do I want? Jeff Bezos. I want Donald Trump to add some flavor. And let's see, and Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, so I'm going to save this board configuration. I'm going to just click here for maybe later. So now my board's been created, and you can create multiple boards. So you don't have to stick with one, because you may have different use cases that need different boards. Okay, so now that I have my board created, I'm going to create a meeting. So here's the board I want. If I had multiple boards, I would choose from them. Yep, I'm going to create my meeting name, and then I have a roadmap that I want this board to look at. So I'm going to call this Wandering's Roadmap. Start meeting. Okay. All right, here's our session. So if you look over here on the left-hand side, here's my 5 advisors: Mark, Donald, Jeff, Mark, Mark, Elon, excuse me. I have a bunch of different things I can do. This says I'm in a live meeting. I can do a consensus, a debate. I can ask for action items, and I can even start a vote. But the first thing I want to do is give them the command. And so my command is going to be review this roadmap and determine if VCs will invest in the project. Okay, so that's a pretty direct command. I'm going to click here on the upload document. I'm going to drop my roadmap into here. And it's uploading and analyzing the document. And then I am going to go ahead and send this off. Okay, so advisors are thinking. They're going to give me the results. It looks like they're showing up there. Okay, so I got my results. So what you're going to see here is each one's going to comment on this. So review this roadmap and determine if VCs will invest in the project. So here you're seeing each one of these guys is breaking this down. So Mark Cuban he's saying what could attract VCs. Elon Musk is breaking this down in his principles. Jeff Bezos, the way he thinks, the way he communicates, and even Donald Trump. And Mark. So you have all these first opinions. They're in conclusion. So I can look at this, and this is their first pass. So what do I want to do now? I want them to debate about this. So I'm going to click on the debate button. And boom, here we go. Here's the debate. So here's the debate mode activated. And now they go back and forth. And they talk about each different points. And they talk about it. and they bring up fantastic points. Nothing that you would probably have thought of on your own, but here you are, you're having some, really sharp people sit there and debate over your roadmap. And this is pretty cool. Okay, Donald, Mark, okay. So if I'm satisfied with this debate, then I'll go back up, and then I can have them continue to debate again, or I can say, here, give me a consensus. And then boom, here's the consensus. Here's where they agree. It's a promising, niche. They think, their opinions, and the importance of having a strong team, key actionable recommendations, and even, strong dissenting viewpoints. This is pretty cool. So you're really getting a ton of information based on some really leaders in the industry on what you should do, what you should fix, how you should move forward. And then finally, and this is really something I like, is you can do a vote. So I'm going to say, okay, based on this roadmap, will VCs invest? And option 1 is yes. Option 2 is no. And we'll go ahead and let them vote on this. And so now I'm creating a voting session. Cast advisor votes. And this is going to take a little bit of time. And here we go. Here's the results. So yes, 3 of them said yes, they would invest. 2 said no. And then it goes through why they said yes. And then why they said no. So I think this is such a useful tool for so many different types of scenarios, whether, like I said, it's professional, whether it's personal, but being able to get feedback, completely on an idea, concept, presentation from leaders of industry who have tons of experience is not only worthwhile and very valuable, but kind of fun at the same time too. Cool.